This was the final of my oil studies on the Central Park, or the Park series that I had done. This is the last one, but now that I left the best for last. No, all of them are just as good, but in this painting I just sort of brought a closure to the Central Park series because I was moving on to another series. But I remember when I was leaving the park, it was another one of the pieces that I ran into by accident. I was leaving the park and I just decided to walk another way, and I came into this scene. To me, the man-made architecture that is there, of the skyscrapers, the buildings and so on, towering over the lake, and then nature just simplifying it in the reflections, sort of caught my eye. I'm not a person who is very excited about doing buildings, so I didn't really care about doing structures. But this one, if you would notice throughout my series, this one and the boathouse were the only buildings that I did in my park series. I'm more interested in natural scenes. But you will notice that I did my last pumice and modeling paste creations here as if, well, to give a signature to the series. This I realized I had to apply later because I wanted it raised over the lake. So what I did was do a painting in parts. I did this half of the painting and I finished it, all its grandeurs with color, the sunset. When I arrived there, the thing that caught me about it was the sun bursting its way through the background and creating some interesting high contrast of dark and light. And it was sort of very dramatic, if not eerie. And I loved how the sun was setting at the end of the day with the golden rays on top of it. And you should have been there to see this reflecting in the water and shimmering up to the rocks. So I had to lay out my modeling paste and my pumice and so on to get the rocks in so that I can get the reflection of those rocks coming back onto the reflection of the water coming back into the rocks. Because that was what fascinated me when I stood there. I stood and I watched at the lake, at the building just shimmering in the water, subdued by nature, the color coming through the water there. And of course, I went back bit by bit and added the reflections coming back onto the rocks. The lake at sunset.